The history of Prophet Muhammad saw. Prophet Muhammad, born in Mecca around 570 CE, was orphaned at a young age and raised by his uncle. As a merchant, he gained a reputation for honesty and integrity, earning the title Al-Amin, the trustworthy. At the age of 40, during a period of contemplation in a cave on Mount Hira, he received his first revelation from Allah through the Angel Gabriel. This marked the beginning of his prophethood. Initially met with skepticism and opposition in Mecca, Muhammad's message of monotheism and social justice gained traction among some followers, but also faced persecution from the ruling Quraysh tribe. In 622 CE, faced with increasing hostility, Muhammad and his followers migrated to Medina, an event known as the Hijra, which also marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Muhammad established a cohesive community based on Islamic principles, serving as a religious, political, and military leader. He mediated disputes, implemented social reforms, and forged alliances with various tribes. Under his leadership, Islam flourished, attracting converts and expanding its influence. Muhammad faced numerous military conflicts, defending the nascent Muslim community. His leadership in battles like Badr, Uhud, and the trench showcased strategic acumen and resilience. Despite setbacks, Muhammad pursued diplomatic solutions whenever possible. In 630 CE, Muhammad and his followers peacefully re-entered Mecca, which embraced Islam. He cleansed the Kaaba of idols, establishing it as the central sanctuary of Islam. Over the next 2 years, Muhammad consolidated power, spreading his message throughout Arabia. Muhammad passed away in 632 CE, having laid the foundations of a unified Islamic community. His teachings, recorded in the Quran and Hadith, continue to shape the lives of Muslims worldwide, emphasizing faith, compassion, social justice, and moral conduct. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born in Mecca around 570 CE. He received revelations from Allah through the Angel Gabriel, which were compiled into the Quran. His teachings emphasized monotheism, social justice, compassion, and moral conduct. Facing persecution in Mecca, he migrated to Medina in 622 CE, known as the Hijra, marking the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, he established a thriving community based on Islamic principles. Through diplomacy and military campaigns, he unified the Arabian Peninsula under Islam. His leadership and teachings laid the foundation for one of the world's major religions, Islam, which continues to influence millions globally. He passed away in 632 CE, leaving a legacy of spiritual guidance and social reform. In Mecca, Prophet Muhammad's early life was marked by personal integrity and leadership qualities. Born into the influential Quraysh tribe around 570 CE, he experienced the loss of his parents and was raised by his uncle, Abu Talib. As a young man, Muhammad worked as a merchant and earned a reputation for honesty and fairness, earning him the title Al-Amin, the trustworthy. At the age of 25, he married Khadija, a successful businesswoman, who provided both emotional support and financial stability. Despite the prevalent polytheistic beliefs in Mecca, Muhammad was drawn to contemplation and spiritual pursuits, often retreating to the cave of Hira for meditation. In 610 CE, during one of these retreats, Muhammad received his first revelation from Allah through the Angel Gabriel, initiating his prophethood. He initially confided in Khadija and gradually began sharing his message with close friends and family members. Muhammad's message of monotheism, social justice, and moral conduct challenged the prevailing practices of idol worship and social inequality in Mecca. As his following grew, so did opposition from the Quraysh leadership, who viewed his message as a threat to their authority and the city's economic interests tied to polytheistic pilgrimage. Despite persecution and attempts to suppress his message, Muhammad continued to preach with conviction, emphasizing the importance of compassion, humility, and justice. The early years of his mission in Mecca were marked by both spiritual revelations and social challenges as he faced rejection, ridicule, and even physical violence from his adversaries. Throughout this period, Muhammad's unwavering commitment to his mission and the support of his followers, including Khadija, Abu Bakr, and Ali, sustained him in the face of adversity. His teachings laid the groundwork for the transformation of Mecca and the wider Arabian Peninsula, eventually leading to the establishment of Islam as a major world religion. In Medina, Prophet Muhammad's history marks a significant shift in his mission and leadership. After facing increasing persecution in Mecca, Muhammad and his followers migrated to Medina in 622 CE, an event known as the Hijra. This migration not only provided a safe haven for Muslims, but also marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, military defense and strategic alliances. He participated in defensive battles against the Quraysh and other hostile tribes, including the Battle of Badr and the Battle of Uhud, where he demonstrated both courage and tactical acumen. Despite setbacks, such as the Battle of Uhud, Muhammad remained steadfast in his commitment to defending the Muslim community. Throughout his time in Medina, Muhammad continued to receive divine revelations, which were compiled into the Quran. These revelations addressed various aspects of life, including social conduct, governance, and spirituality, providing guidance for Muslims in navigating their daily lives. Muhammad's leadership in Medina culminated in the conquest of Mecca in 630 CE, where he peacefully entered the city and cleansed the Kaaba of idols, establishing it as the central sanctuary of Islam. This event symbolized the triumph of Islam and marked the beginning of Mecca's transformation into the spiritual center of the Muslim world. Muhammad's tenure in Medina laid the foundation for a thriving Islamic community based on principles of justice, compassion, and unity. His leadership and teachings continue to inspire Muslims worldwide, serving as a model for ethical governance, social cohesion, and spiritual devotion.